To prepare for a team, it's like Nebraska used to prepare for Oklahoma in football with speed that you can't simulate. You can't simulate the defensive pressure that Scotus will put on and the slow down game. It's just difficult to do.
As a coach, what do you do to get a team out of that pattern? How do you disrupt that slow pace?
Well, our team was pretty much a fast break team, and we were very tall, and we would try to get the ball out, but there were times, and even in this game, you will see Scotus will do such a great job of boxing out that the ball will literally hit the floor with no one touching it sometimes, which is the ultimate in boxing out. It happened to us so many times, I about pulled out all my hair.
Well, Columbus Scotus coach John Peterson only listing 3 of his starters, so we'll have to wait to see who will fill the other 2 slots as far as his starting lineup, but it looks like he will go with Brandy Buckley, Angie Naughton, and Rhea Wemhoff. And Naughton and Wemhoff provide a nice little 1-2 punch, at least from what I saw yesterday. Those 2 did a lot of the damage.
Yeah, they do a lot of job. It'll be important that Scotus can hit that 10-foot shot, because they'll get a lot of 10-foot shots.
Look for them to...
Reiner will start for sure, too, but I don't know who the other one will be.
So look for like the 10-foot range probably to be where we're going to see most of their play.
They will shoot very few threes at all.
Well, they're coming in here with a 19-5 record. Adams Central 20-3. This should be a good matchup in C1. We're just coming off of a really exciting ball game where Axtell beat Litchfield for the D1 crown 68-55. Lincoln Southeast, Chambers, and Cambridge all on their way home with championship medals and trophies. We have one game after this. It's South Sioux City and Trish Martin taking on Omaha Ron Colley, and that should be a good one as well. Ron Colley, another shot at the state title. They got to the final game last year, but they were defeated by Schuyler. They're back in it tonight. They're going to try to grab a state title. We're getting some non-starters here for tonight's ball game. Let's go ahead and turn it over to the PA announcer, Christy Nelson Hitz.
Number 32, Mandy Slusarski. And number 42, Carmen Burbach. The starters for Adams Central. A 5'11" senior, number 21, Terry Kuhlman. A 5'10" senior, number 23, Katie Kaiser. A 5'10" senior, number 25, Teresa Blefernick. A 5'7" senior, number 31, Leanne Weeks. And a 5'11" senior, number 33, Michelle Lemons. The assistant coach for Adams Central is Bill Blefernick. The head coach is Jim Landwehr. And now the starters for Columbus Scotus. A 5'8" senior, number 20, Brandy Bulkley. A 5'7" junior, number 22, Shauna Greiner. A 5'10" senior, number 40, Angie Naughton. A 5'9" sophomore, number 44, Rhea Wemhoff. And a 5'10" freshman, number 50, Kim Rickert. The assistant coach for Columbus Scotus is Scott Miller. The head coach, John Peterson. Your officials for tonight's game, Roger Lorsch, Joe Kaminsky, and Scott Eamer.
So a freshman is going to get a start for Columbus Scotus tonight.
Well, the freshman started both the other 2 games. She did a really nice job against Battle Creek. She's a left-hander. She's not real tall, but she's tough inside.
More of a playmaker type, or will she?
Yeah, and just a person that will go in there and get the rebounds and a role player.
Which are very necessary.
Right, they are.
Gotta have them. is our C1 ball game, and we're getting set to tip this one off. Glad you're with us. We have another one yet to go after this, so strap yourselves in. This ought to be a pretty good ball game. Naughton will jump it up for Scotus.
Naughton got the tip.
Scotus in the white. It'll be Adams Central with the red unis.
Adams Central's in their 1-3-1, aggressive 1-3-1, extended out.
Patience being shown already here by Scotus.
They've got the skip pass down to Buckley, but they're not seeing it.
There's the shot put up and no good. Rebound.
Great rebound.
Kim Rickard. And the bucket. Scotus off to a good start.
It was a very good position for a freshman. Good, strong rebound, put it up strong. Got the chance for the three-point conventional.
Yeah. There's another look at it. Rickard there, the freshman left-hander, off the window to open our scoring. Free throw, no good. And here comes Hastings Adams Central on their first offensive possession.
Adams Central runs a flex, and they get into it many different ways.
When you say flex, I guess maybe could you put that in layman's terms for us?
A flex is basically when you go to the weak side, and then if you notice on the bottom, there's people always coming down through.
There's a nice rebound underneath.
Nice rebound by Kaiser.
Katie Kaiser getting the follow bucket.
They're in their 1-3-1 half-court trap right now.
Scotus dealt with that pretty nicely. Got a problem out here.
Reiner got hit in the nose on that last rebound. I think she's bleeding.
Yep.
New rules now, she has to come out.
Yeah, there are several new rules here this year, and that being one of them, for the obvious reasons.
The thing is, they'll bring 14 in, who's a freshman, and she's the one I was telling you about in the pregame. That's extremely quick.
Korth?
Korth, right.
Christy Korth, a 5'2" freshman. Looks like she might be called upon real quick here.
She is, as the cliche says, quicker than a wink.
Really? Well, it looks like she's ready to come in. She just took a deep breath over there.
All right. The other thing that's going to help Scotus a little bit is Carmen Burback was out with a stress fracture, and now she's back in, so that gives them a little bit more depth.
Boy, that's tough. Burback, she's just a sophomore too.
Yeah, they're a young team. They've only got 2 seniors on the whole roster, and only one of them starting.
Yeah.
Angie Naughton inside.
Very interesting. So that was a good call from Clayton Luther, our guest commentator here for this C1 game. Coach Luther out at Grand Island Central Catholic joining us tonight. We thank him for that.
See, the skip passes here. It isn't on this side, but when they come over here, 20's got to pass to 44, but they're not seeing it. As I said in the pregame, Scotus is extremely patient. And Adams Central will have to adjust to this mentally.
Which is the big challenge.
It's just a challenge because you want the ball and you're not even getting a chance to score.
They're still just going to work the perimeter.
The fans behind us say it's boring, but I guarantee you John will do whatever he has to do to win.
Yes, he will. He's not going to listen to any of the criticisms. They did come up empty-handed there.
That's two shots in a row that's Rhea missed, and she's got to make those for Scotus to be successful.
Is that the kind of shot you're looking for, though?
Right.
Oh, there's a nice pass underneath.
Yeah, she was a good pass. She just missed it.
Tough luck there for Michelle Lemons. Buckley off the heel of the rim and a whistle.
How close the game is going to be called is going to be very critical, because obviously Adams Central is much more of a size advantage than Scotus. Scotus does a great job of boxing. A lot of times you'll see the Adams Central people actually go under the rim because Scotus has pushed them so much.
We'll keep our eye on the lower box there next to the goal to see the job that Scotus will be doing on the glass. This is Rickert. And Korth with the save.
Scotus overloaded the zone that time and had a high-low post, and they got it to the high post, which is the freshman Rickert.
This is Korth with the shot from the free throw line. That won't fall in.
Both teams are a little bit nervous, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think we've seen that all day for the first couple minutes of each game.
Right.
That's to be expected, I would think.
I see this 25, Leifenek's going across. That's the bottom half of the flex. Now she comes back through. Now you're going to see Leifenek, who's 25 now. She drives. That's one of her very strong points. Leanne's is driving. You got to stop her from driving.
Does she like to go to her left like that?
She will go left or right, but she likes to go to her right more so than her left, but she can go either way.
Another look at it there.
The thing is, she's probably about I don't know what her percentage is on free throws, but from the times I've seen her, she's probably an 80% free throw shooter, and you got to keep her off the line.
She's averaging 14 a ball game. 3-2. We're just getting started here in our C1 championship game. 3:50 left in the first quarter. Weeks with the second attempt. It's good. Here's that press again.
Yeah, they're still in their 1-3-1. They extend the 1-3-1 up high. You can reverse it. You got a layup, but they're not reversing it quick enough.
Oh, nice pass inside to Wemhoff.
Nice feed in.
Oh, that's Naughton. I'm sorry, Angie Naughton.
Yeah, Angie Naughton made that. She's real strong inside.
Good volleyball player, too.
Very good.
There's the shot.
Leifenek's one of her favorite shots right from the top.
That was Korth being whistled with the foul, her first.
Timeout, got a timeout, got a timeout. I believe we got a timeout.
Might have a timeout here. We sure do. 3:11 left to play in our first quarter. We're tied up 4 apiece. We'll be right back.
For everyone taking steps to plan or pay for college, the Foundation for Educational Funding offers a variety of free services through its educational planning centers. From college selection, scholarship search, and funding estimator programs to loan repayment counseling, the educational planning centers in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha are indispensable resources. Take steps to bring your higher learning goals within reach by contacting the Foundation for Educational Funding family of companies.
A new discovery, a new technology, a new one-pass corn herbicide. Guardsman eliminates grasses. Guardsman eliminates broadleaf weeds. Guardsman, more active, more effective, more consistent than Bullet or Bicep or Extrazine. See the difference a whole new molecule can make. Try Guardsman, the leader in premix performance.
We're back for more C1 action, and really this one has unfolded just like we thought it would. Guest commentator, Grand Island Central Catholic head coach Clayton Luther joining us, and he said, expect that Scotus to slow this thing down. Had another whistle.
That's a big foul. That's the second foul on the freshman, and they need her in there. The other thing is Adams Central went with their sophomore, Beal, who, even though she's not a starter, she's their fourth leading scorer. She's a very, very good player for a sophomore.
Oh, there she's wide open.
Yep.
Just got into the ball game. She gets a pair. 6-4 now.
The press has bothered him just a little bit. Now you got Leanne went from the top. She's now at the top of the 1-3-1. Now she's switched over to the side. They keep Leatheneck on the top. You can't make a cross-quarter pass against Adams Central. They'll steal it and they'll be going down. Scotus did a good job of getting back.
Yeah, they did. They stopped a potential fast break.
Lemons is a good shot. You have to have an arm in her face at that shot. That's the second shot now Leatheneck's missed from that point.
That's her favorite spot.
That's
there,
her favorite
right?
spot, yes.
.215 left in our first frame. Scotus with the patient offensive attack here in our C1 championship game. There's a nice pass underneath to Naughton, off the box, no good.
She did a nice step through move, but missed the shot. Adams Central has switched to a 1-2-2. They put that in later on in the year.
Has that been effective for them?
It has been effective toward the end because they've been traditionally a 1-3-1, which they got from Steve Burton. So Steve Burton's a big advocate from the Mount Michael coach. And now they've switched to some different zones.
Naughton shuffled her feet before she put the ball up. We'll go back the other way.
Scotus is going to come out with a little more pressure and put some pressure on Leanne as she brings the ball down. They brought Griner back in after having the bloody nose and took Buckley out.
Yeah, Griner's going to check back in. Look like she's okay.
See, Leanne's pushing off, but the officials have let that go almost all week, so that's the thing that the court does. She just drives you nuts because every time you turn around, she's right in your face.
Scrappy. Yeah, that was a little bit of frustration there on the part of Leanne Weeks. Looking inside. They're going to have to settle to bring it back out and reset the offense.
The one thing that Scotus has a difficult time with a zone like this is that they just will not take that outside shot.
Really? Because
somebody's got to take it to open it up.
Yeah, she had a nice little shot. There's a three-point attempt off the rim, no good, but not in the board.
Good board. Even though she didn't make it, the fact she took it and it was close is going to help. Because they're sagging in on Naughton all the time.
Oh, nice pass. Good hustle by Naughton.
Good hustle. Good hustle by Angie on that one.
That was one thing I noticed about her yesterday. Always giving the 100%.
Now they brought Burr back in, who's in for Rickert on Scotus' side. She was out. This is only her third game back from a stress fracture.
Hastings Adams Central working the offense.
41 is in for Scotus, for Adams Central too. She can also hit the three. She's young, but she can hit the three. See, there's 14 just standing there, and just Leanne likes to drive, and she was right there.
She's almost like the headhunter type on the ball team. 3 seconds left, the shot up, no good.
You see that, how that ball hit the floor? That's what I was talking about, boxing out. They're tremendous on boxing out.
We've got one in the books, 6-4, Hastings Adams Central. We'll be right back.
For everyone taking steps to plan or pay for college, the Foundation for Educational Funding offers a variety of free services through its educational planning centers. From college selection, scholarship search, and funding estimator programs to loan repayment counseling, the educational planning centers in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha are indispensable resources. Take steps to bring your higher learning goals within reach by contacting the Foundation for Educational Funding family of companies.
Defend yourself against the high cost of health insurance. Call SEBA, Self-Employed Benefits Agency's health insurance quote line at 1-800-301-SEBA. Fight back. $200 for a family is too much. If you're an employee losing too much out of your check or self-employed paying for your own health insurance, call SEBA for a quote at 1-800-301-SEBA. Break the habit of paying too much.
We're back for our second quarter in C1 play. Clayton Luther, head coach at Grand Island Central Catholic, joining us. And Clayton, that first quarter playing out just really the way you had explained it to us, a low-scoring affair.
Well, both of them are feeling each other out. And like I said, Adams Central is trying to adjust to the defensive scheme that Scotus is throwing at them. And Scotus is not a great scoring team. There's that sophomore I told you about. She's always around the bucket. She's a good little player for a sophomore.
She's got 4 already. Quickly back the other way. 8-4 now. Adams Central.
Adams Central has switched to a man-to-man.
They've thrown what? That's the third defense?
Third defense, right. They're not comfortable real well in the man-to-man, although yesterday against Ashland Greenwood, they went to the man-to-man and was very successful in the press.
Oh,
nice drive by Griner.
Oh, couldn't get it to finish, though. There's a nice baseball pass down to Lemons. The shot up and no good.
Over the back call on Lemons.
There's that positioning again.
The thing is with Leanne, you have got to see the ball and you've got to fly. She is so strong. She's a lot like Jennifer Warner, although she's not as tall as Jennifer used to be. But she'll throw that baseball pass right on the dime.
And here's some more full court pressure.
They're going to a man-to-man press now. They'll look to trap because they got the height.
Korth with Weeks all over her.
The difficult matchup there is Leanne is not as quick as the young freshman, and Leanne's going to have to back off just a little bit.
Does she usually end up guarding smaller players like that?
No, usually, you know, in most of their games, they pretty much stay in their 1-3-1, so they don't have to worry about matchups like that.
This is Naughton again, no good.
Good rebound position by the freshman. Going up twice, gets it on the second ball.
Kim
Good
Rickert. Making the effort pay off. The 8-6 ball game
See,
now.
now that was the part of Rhea there. Rhea did not talk to the freshman and help her. That's her third foul. That's going to hurt Scotus. As the coach, you yell and yell and yell at the other players because this girl coming down can't see that.
Right. So she's coming out. Korth will have a seat.
It's her third foul, as I said.
3 quickies there. Adams Central back on the attack. 6:16 before we break for half.
Now this makes Shanna go on, Griner go on Leanne, she's quick, but not quite as quick. There they went to a simple old pick and roll, which is as old as the hills, but if it's run right, it still works.
It works. Let's take another, there it is, another look at that.
Good job. Angie did a nice job of help side, but she just got there too late.
There's a nice strong move from
Luferneck does a good job of driving. She always drives to her right, though.
Making it a 10-6 ball game. Little pick and roll working there for Scotus, too, with Naughton off the window.
I guess if Scotus says if they can do it, so can we. So what the heck?
That's right.
There's that baseball pass again.
Scotus quickly back on the defense.
Adams Central has gone to one of their taller players. Flaherty's come in. She's a pretty tall girl. Give them a little more strength on the board. They call the holding call there on Griner against Leanne trying to get through.
Yeah, that was a good call. That's her first. That's Griner's first foul.
Leanne's a great player, but she's also good in drama.
Weeks.
Good three. You cannot let her set her feet or she'll make that.
That was a rainbow type of deal there. 13-8. Adams Central opening up an advantage here in the second quarter. There's a nice clean shot. Won't fall.
Good rebound position again by the freshman. The freshman's doing a nice job. That's the third shot from that area that Scotus has missed. And as I said in the pregame, they've got to be able to make those.
That's right where they want to take them, too.
Against Battle Creek, they missed one the entire first quarter and got up 18-4. That really helped them.
Still, it'll be Scotus ball. Scotus.
Adams Central's gone to their fourth defense. Now they're in a 2-1-2. Over the back on Flaherty.
She's just recently checked in, too. 6-foot senior. Here's a look at that again. That looked to be a good call. This is Bulkley.
Good.
She's averaging just 3 points a ball game, but that was a big 2 there to make it 13-10, Adams Central. Flaherty out on top, over to Weeks.
Good job shutting her off and not let her drive. She drove to her left again. She's not afraid to drive either way.
Griner's drawn that defensive assignment. Here she goes again, Leanne Weeks.
See, a lot of times they let her have that step-through move. They didn't tonight. That's an advantage for Scotus if they call that correctly.
Got a substitution coming into the ball game, Jennifer Beach.
Jennifer is a young lady that can shoot the three. She's a little young, but she can shoot the three.
Michelle Lemon's coming back into the AC lineup, too. Here comes some more pressing.
Yeah, they're running a 2-1-2 press right now. Just kind of a token press. They're still in their 2-1-2 zone.
Less than 4 to play before we go to the halftime break.
Scotus is running trying to overload the zone again like they did against the 1-3-1 and running a high and a low post. Nice job. There's going to be a foul on Beal, too. Could be a conventional three-pointer.
Naughton just exudes the experience factor. I just can't help but think that all the volleyball trips have helped them at least take in a little bit of that type of atmosphere. They don't look like they're rattled at all. Maybe the first couple of minutes, but they've hung in there tough. Down by a point. This could tie it if Naughton could hit this free throw. A lane violation on AC.
I wasn't sure what he called. I thought he might be calling a foul on the freshman.
Yeah, that's the
Burbeck's come back in now for Rhea, the sophomore, Rhea Wimhoff. There's 2 Wimhoffs. The sophomore's gone out. Well, we got a tie ball game. Your analogy between the volleyball and the basketball.
All right, we'll take a breather. We'll be right back. We'll continue that thought when we come back. We're tied up at 13. We'll be right back.
For everyone taking steps to plan or pay for college, the Foundation for Educational Funding offers a variety of free services through its educational planning centers. From college selection, scholarship search, and funding estimator programs to loan repayment counseling, the educational planning centers in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha are indispensable resources. Take steps to bring your higher learning goals within reach by contacting the Foundation for Educational Funding family of companies.
And shop, good and friendly, and never too far away.
Okay, we're back with 3:39 left before half. Clayton Luther, head coach at Grand Island Central Catholic, joining us. You had mentioned, does the fact that Scotus has been here with the volleyball team, obviously he's got to help them.
It definitely helps in the sense of just being used to the state tournament atmosphere. Old pick and roll again.
Yep. Terry
They ran it in,
Kuhlman.
did a nice job to 21. Kuhlman, right.
Like you were saying, Coach, that
The experience helps. The big difference, though, is that in volleyball, the other team never comes over on the other side of the net and messes with you.
That's right.
Basketball, they're always touching you and banging you, so there's a little bit of difference there.
a little more contact in this game. I thought she was going to pull up and take that shot there.
No, Carmen won't take that one out there. Right now, they don't really have anyone outside of Buckley that will take that outside shot.
Nice.
Great feed inside. Going to get an over the back on the freshman. That happens so many times. When you miss the shot, you get overly aggressive and go over the back. That was a great pass by Angie.
That was.
The tempo of the game at this particular point is definitely in favor of Scotus because it's a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
Adams Central's doing a good job of not getting impatient. Adams Central's on the line now, and as a team, they're a pretty good free throw shooting team.
And both teams are in the bonus.
And as I say that, she throws a brick.
Figures. Kelly Anderson with the miss there. Here comes Scotus. Griner will get the offensive set going.
Scotus has gone to a traditional 1-4 down low. We're going to get a steal here. Going to go all the way.
Oh, nice defense and the foul.
It was a good foul. Both girls got up and patted each other, and so there's no hard feelings. Everybody that knows basketball knows that was a smart foul. She wasn't trying to hurt her.
Yep. Definitely preventing the two there. Gonna have to make her work for it at the line.
Beal, the sophomore's coming back in for Adams Central. Adams Central right now has got a little more firepower than Scotus as far as scoring on the floor right now.
How deep will AC go?
Well, AC, he's gone 10, which is really unusual for him. Scotus has only gone 7.
Here's Weeks' second attempt. And it's good. 16-13, Hastings, Adams Central.
Adams Central's gone back to their man-to-man press.
Griner weaves her way through that.
Scotus has got to get more movement against this man-to-man.
Underneath in the lane or more out toward the perimeter?
Just throughout their entire offense, because they got people standing. It allows you to get too much help.
We are going to the line. This is Brandy Buckley.
I didn't catch who the foul was on. Was it on
Yeah,
Leanne?
it was. That's her second.
Leanne cannot get in foul trouble because if she goes out, she takes a lot of their offense.
Yep.
She really runs that ball club.
She's had 2 good days, racking up 44 points coming into tonight's ball game. She's the top scorer in the C1 class of this tournament. And
Adams Central's being very patient with their flex. If you see there's people going down low all the time.
are you surprised with the fact that Adams Central is running their offense through this many times?
Well, I really am, because they're normally not that patient, but that's to their credit and their coaching staff to make sure that they knew they had to do that.
Nice steal, looks like. Possession arrow goes to Scotus.
That was a nice job on Bleefenek's part to cause the tie-up and not to have a foul.
All right, we're going to have a timeout here with 1:15 left in our second quarter. 16-13, Hastings Adams Central enjoying.
Simple. Power and energy are what families and communities statewide get from NMPP Energy. It's energy that allows you to turn on your lights, heat your home, and watch this basketball game. It's technology that brings you this high school basketball tournament and provides power throughout the state of Nebraska and the Midwest. It's NMPP Energy, providing electricity, natural gas, and energy services to 130 communities in Nebraska and the Midwest. NMPP Energy. We're people you can count on.
At Central Community College, we put the future in your hands. Complete the first 2 years of a bachelor's degree through academic transfer programs at our Columbus, Grand Island, and Hastings campuses. Affordable costs and small classes make Central Community College a great place to start.
The things you'll need tomorrow will help you understand. We put the future in your hands. Central Community College.
I'm here with a really pumped up Adams Central crowd. Tell me about the pep rally you had before you come into the game.
Well, it was really exciting. 2 people from each grade came down and they learned the school dance really quick, and whoever did the best one, and it was really fun. And then the team came down and they they had oranges under their chin and they passed it from each other.
Sounds exciting. Good luck tonight. Back to you, Steve.
Thank you, Pam. Doing a great job.
That was another rebound that was caused by good boxing out.
Fundamentally, very sound Scotus. Really, both of these teams are.
Yeah, they are. They're both well coached. Tried the pick and roll, but the freshman wasn't able to set the pick, so they weren't able to work it.
Down to 27 now.
Adams Central has gone back down to a 1-3-1 now. They can do this with Leanne in foul trouble. It'll keep her away from having to get into that situation.
Kind of protects her with her foul situation. Down to 9 seconds. Scotus better do something if they want to get something out of this. 4, 3, shot up, no good. And that's our first half. So after 1 half of play in C1, Adams Central with a 3-point lead. Pam Sullivan, what do you have?
I'm here with the Columbus Scotus band. Tell me, how excited are you for this game?
It's great. We hope we take state. Let's go.
What instrument do you play?
I play the flute.
Are you guys going to play during halftime?
Yep.
All right, good luck with it. Vince, we're going to throw it back to you.
Thank you very much, Pam. With me is Coach Bill Landwehr of Adams Central. Coach, you got a close game and a low-scoring game on your hands. What are your thoughts for the second half?
We got to make sure we get the speed of the game up a little bit. We're kind of in their mode, but we're playing pretty well.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck in the second half. We'll be back with more halftime activities here at the C1 Championship game when we return.
They say seeing is believing. And if you come into your local Ford dealer and test drive the all-new Windstar, you'll soon believe it has things your family just can't do without, like 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, front-wheel drive, dual airbags, and the most cargo room. Plus, once your family sees just how practical it is with things like headphone jacks, the lowest step-in height, 24-hour roadside assistance, and a lease rate of $299 a month for 24 months, they'll not only believe the new Windstar is worth seeing, but worth having.
Only one airline offers Omaha the best of times, Midwest Express. Only Midwest Express flies nonstop to both the East and West Coasts. Places like L.A., Washington, D.C., or New York, Newark, plus fast and easy connections to other cities, including New York, LaGuardia, Philadelphia, and Boston. You'll experience the best of times in the air, too, with the widest coach seats in America, delicious cuisine, all for competitive coach or discounted fares. Come fly Midwest Express, the best care in the air.
The KOLN-KGIN Nebraska High School All-State Team Award is sponsored by Lincoln Telephone.
Welcome back to the game, everybody. Class C1 is no different from any other class. All kinds of great players, and the coaches know that, and they pick the best for our All-State team that we'll show you now.
The C1 Girls All-State team has everything All-Staters should have, starting out with Lindsay Luther of Grand Island Central Catholic, just over 14 points and 6 rebounds an outing. Casey Caples had an outstanding year. The Columbus Lakeview junior played at a 22-point, 9.5 rebound clip in 94-95. David City senior Jody Dubs also put up great overall numbers, 18 points a game, along with 4s in the rebounds, assists, and steals categories. Ashland Greenwood senior Stacy Craven also filled it up in 4 columns, 13 points, nearly 7 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and a couple of steals to throw in for good measure. And Hastings Adams Central's Leanne Weeks, she poured in 14 points a contest and hauled down 2 rebounds a game to round out the starters. Here are the honorable mention group: Marianne Scavdahl of Mitchell, Haley Stevens of Gothenburg, Carrie Bruns of Syracuse, Falls City's Darcy Zimmerman, Steph Lure of Wood River, and Teresa Reimer of St. Paul. That's your 94-95 C1 All-State team.
Sure, there are lots of places you can buy a cellular phone.
What model number is it? I don't know. Model number 1, I guess. Ah!
How do you receive calls when you're out of state? Got me. You sure you don't want to see a microwave?
Hi, sorry I had to wait. Excuse me, be right back.
But at First Cellular Omaha and Lincoln Telephone Cellular, all our phones come with instructions.
From the information you gave me, I think this phone will meet your needs best. If you want to redial the number,
First Cellular Omaha and Lincoln Telephone Cellular, taking the lead in personal communications.
Okay, I'm back. Sir?
Back to the Class D1 championship. C1, excuse me. Scotus taking on Adams Central. Adams Central leading this one 16-13. Joining me now is Grand Island Central Catholic coach Clayton Luther. You're doing our guest color for this game. Tell us some of your opinions about the All-State team, some of the players that you saw selected.
Well, some of them we actually played against, like Leanne Weeks is playing here today, a great player. Fortunate to have my own daughter make the team, which is really nice. I was surprised since we didn't make it to state. All a great bunch of ball players. Some of those I hadn't seen except when I saw the girl from Ashland Greenwood at state. All great players. I saw in the honorable mention a couple sophomores, so there's some young talent coming. As Larry Bleet said earlier in the day, it's difficult because there's a lot of great players, and everyone that made the team was very deserving.
Do you really think it makes any difference what class some of these players play? And you had Darcy Strachey playing in D2 that simply showed she could play in almost any class. Do you really think it makes that big of a difference?
It doesn't make any difference individually. What makes a difference is day in and day out. You're in the smaller classes and you might run into 4 or 5 good players in a year. And you're in the Class A, you're going to run into somebody every single night that's going to push you defensively. That's the big difference.
Okay. What do you like in this game you've seen so far? 16-13, rather low-scoring game.
Well, as I said in the pregame, it's falling into Scotus's hands because it's a low-scoring game. Doesn't mean that Scotus will win, but as Jim said when you interviewed him, it's in their tempo. Same thing happened to us. You try everything you do to get out of it, but it's tough not to get into there because they put enough pressure on you to keep you from running.
So you think Scotus might pull this one out even though they are down 3?
Well, if I were betting man, I would still bet on Scotus, but I wouldn't bet a whole lot.
Alrighty. Clayton Luther, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on your daughter making the All-State team.
Very much.
The coaches selected her. Very good indeed. We're at halftime. We're going to start the second half of this great game. 16-13, Adams Central leading it. Back after this.
Natural disasters invariably turn into personal disasters for storm victims, and that means insurance claims. And that's why we issue this, the Allied Group Premier Service Card, your access to our 24-hour claim service designed to get your life back to normal as quickly as possible. Just what you'd expect from a company with employee owners. The Allied Group Premier Service Card. Without it, all you have is insurance. Allied Group, for premier service you can trust.
This is it. The final 16 days of Valentine's tremendous going out of business sale have begun. The clock is ticking. This is it. Valentine's has taken the final price plunge. This is it. Regardless of loss, regardless of original cost, no reasonable offer refused. There's no time to lose. This is it. With only 16 days left to sell absolutely everything, Valentine's has extended hours every day from 9 to 9 and Sundays 10 to 6. Checks and major credit cards accepted. Hurry to Valentine's in downtown Norfolk. Only 16 days left.
What's the hottest place on Earth? The Sahara? The Mojave? No, it's your home the day your cooling goes out.
I think we need help now.
Ruud is ready to solve your cooling problems with reliable Ruud products and straight answers. His job's not done until you're comfortable.
Ah,
home sweet home.
You can rely on.
Call Harley's Heating and Air Conditioning or Custom Heating and Cooling, both located in Lincoln.
These high school basketball statistics are brought to you by Allied Insurance Group.
It's a close game on the scoreboard, and it is in a lot of categories. 16-13, Adams Central out on top. Let's take a look at some of our first half stats. Scotus with more shots on goal. They ended up shooting 30% in the first half, field goal percentage-wise. 25% from the line. A little bit of the difference is in the rebounds. Scotus outworking Adams Central on the boards. 14-7. They did have 4 turnovers, and Adams Central committing just 2 miscues, so it's been a relatively clean ball game, and we still have another half to go yet. This is our C1 final between Columbus Scotus and Hastings Adams Central. We'll have more after this.
Just a reminder, when you need them, we got them.
Big A Auto Parts stores are proud to sponsor the Nebraska State High School Basketball Finals.
Big A, America's Parts Pros.
Have you noticed lately that everybody seems to have a cellular phone from Lincoln Telephone Cellular or First Cellular Omaha?
Yep, Del, it's a done deal.
Not just business people, but everybody.
Fred, let's fix that forklift on Friday.
They know that cellular phones help you get a lot done.
Paul, pick up some pop and pickles.
And they help you stay in touch wherever you are.
Dad, I'll be at the bookstore. Be back in a bit.
And these days, just about everybody can afford one.
Hello? The Melville meeting begins immediately?
Lincoln Telephone Cellular and First Cellular Omaha, taking the lead in personal communications.
Make a left!
Don't waste time. See your NC Plus dealer for early payment discounts on corn, sorghum, soybean, alfalfa, and forage seed. Pay for your order before March 18th, and you'll receive a 6% discount on your total order. Don't let time run out. See your NC Plus dealer today.
We're just about ready to start the second half, but not before we talk to Scotus coach John Peterson. And coach, this is a slow tempo game, 16-13. Is this to your liking right now, and do you plan on continuing this in the second half?
Well, that's kind of what we have to play. We can't run and gun with them. That's what we want to do, and that's what we do best. And we just have to execute a little bit better offensive than we did before. If we can hold them to 16 points again this half, we got a legitimate shot.
Okay, we'll let you get back to it. Good luck in the second half. Second half action of the C1 championship game coming right up.
Now that winter's on the way out and spring's on the way in, it's time to strap on the high tops and hit the courts. This spring, try the next thing. Powerade. Thirst quenchers in all natural flavors, non-carbonated with no caffeine. Powerade hits the spot and will make you feel brand new again. And it's on sale at Pump and Pantry. 32 ounces, just $1.19. Normally $1.49. Powerade. The big guys use it and you can get it right now at Pump and Pantry.
Graduating from high school soon? What then? You want a good job? Then you need to consider Southeast Community College. Why? Because in just 2 years, with very little financial investment, you can learn a trade or get your first 2 years of a 4-year education. Starting salaries for many of our graduates range from $18,000 to $32,000. Call us at Southeast Community College. We're a place for all people, and we have a place for you.
A new discovery, a new technology, a new one-pass corn herbicide. Guardsman eliminates grasses. Guardsman eliminates broadleaf weeds. Guardsman, more active, more effective, more consistent than Bullet or Bicep or Extrazine. See the difference a whole new molecule can make. Try Guardsman, the leader in premix performance.
We are almost set for third quarter play. Had something you want to add to the All-State team? No.
No, I think it's a nice thing that 10-11 does, and I know the kids appreciate it, and I know that the coaches appreciate their kids getting recognition.
We sure appreciate the coaches' input. I know it takes a little bit of their time to fill the ballots out and send it all back to us. It is a nice way to recognize some of the folks, even some that might not make it here. This is Scotus the other way back.
See, after we've talked about my infinite wisdom that Scotus won't run, and what do? They come out and run. But they will run if you just, especially Naughton, who's your only big person on the court for Scotus. She's very quick, did a nice job there, got a foul.
Almost like they tried to lull their opposition to sleep, and then they...
That's right.
Naughton hits the first one. John Peterson looking pretty relaxed over there on the Scotus bench. Naughton, the second one, barely draws iron, but she gets her own rebound.
Great hustle on her part.
Sometimes it's the little things make a big difference for you. Up once again with the shot.
That's a big basket because they came out and made the shot. It's the first one they've made this game from any range.
It was Wemhoff that was hitting the goal there to tie our ball game up at 16.
That was a dangerous pass, but luckily, the girl was behind to pick and couldn't get out and pick it off.
Leanne Weeks.
Leanne is not very tall, but she's very strong. She can get those inside like that. Foul on Lemons. Again, good rebound position on the part of Scotus.
We've seen a couple players like that, Coach, where similar situation, Tricia Plucker from Southeast.
Yes. She's not very big, but boy, I guarantee you, Tricia plays awfully tough for a girl that's 5'10".
Yeah, she's going to do well. Inside, Naughton, nice
Great pass. Same pass that they made in the first half, but the freshman missed it. She made that one.
Yep, Rickert with the bucket to make it 18-16. Scotus now taking the lead. Let's see how Adams Central responds. This is Leanne Weeks.
Lemons will make that shot. She'll make that shot all day long if you let her have it.
She did get a nice look. This could just be a back and forth deal now. 18 all.
There's Leanne gambled. Didn't get the steal, but the fact that she gambled, they couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Greiner will reset that offense.
Same exact play that they had before. They're going to have a foul inside on Kuhlman. Exact same play. She didn't have the shot. She dished it into Naughton coming across. They're running a real tight 1-4 offense down low, which simply means they got one person on top and 4 people underneath.
Yep. Not with a little bit of a bump there.
Yep.
She just couldn't get squared around.
Second shot that they've made, that's going to make a big difference.
Buckley making it a 20-18 ball game. This is Leanne Weeks.
Leanne here will start taking over pretty soon as far as driving more.
There's a nice,
pass.
Nice shot
Great
with the left.
hand.
Michelle Lemons with the left hand to tie the ball game up at 20. When do you think Peterson might go back to Korth, or do you stick with this bunch?
Well, I think you stick with this bunch for a while, but the only thing is, Adams Central's putting a lot of pressure on Greiner, and she's going to get tired.
Yeah. This is Greiner with the shot. Oh, she can't get the roll. Nice board work there.
They're going to have a foul on Beal.
Kim Rickert with a big bucket underneath to make it 22-20. Let's take a look at that effort again.
Just a great job of going to the ball. It really was kind of a touch foul, but it was definitely a foul.
22-20, Scotus. We'll be right back.
Now that winter's on the way out and spring's on the way in, it's time to strap on the high tops and hit the courts. This spring, try the next thing. Powerade, thirst quenchers in all natural flavors, non-carbonated with no caffeine. Powerade hits the spot and will make you feel brand new again, and it's on sale at Pump and Pantry. 32 ounces, just $1.19. Normally $1.49. Powerade, the big guys use it, and you can get it right now at Pump and Pantry.
Some people call it March Madness, but at Park Place Pontiac Used Cars and Trucks, we've gone absolutely crazy! Get crazy days prices at over $5 million in used from America's 5th largest dealer, like a 92 Cadillac DeVille, $16,477, a 91 Mercury Tracer, $59,777, a 91 Ford Festiva, just $35,777, or a 91 GMC Jimmy, loaded, $12,988. Forget March Madness, it's crazy days. Prices so low, you'll think we're crazy. Park Place Pontiac Used, 5020 on the north side of O Street, Lincoln.
Welcome back, everyone. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in our third period. Nice tight ball game here. Joining us, Clayton Luther, the Grand Island Central Catholic head coach. And I can't remember if anybody is in real foul trouble. It doesn't seem like...
The only one that is the freshman Korth, who's sitting on the bench. Everyone else is fine.
We're okay there. This is Rickert. Adams Central's going to get the board, and Weeks will work the offense.
Leanne wanted to throw it, but nobody was looking.
Nice ball movement. Now the Lady Patriots this time down the floor. Lemons at the top of the key.
Did a better job defending her. The last time they came down, she took that shot. That time Riggert was in her face a little bit.
Oh, nice pass inside to Weeks.
Leanne is great about getting the ball in there. Even though she's not very tall, she'll draw that foul. She's a master at doing that.
Here's another look at that. How does she respond when maybe she goes through a cold spell? Does that throw her game completely off, or can she snap out of that?
No, Leanne's, as I said, has started since she's been a freshman, so she's seasoned and she knows that if she misses a couple, she won't force the shot, but she'll work to get it, because the other girls depend on her to take those. And, it's like anything else. If you're open and don't take your shot, you got people out of position and the whole thing.
Weeks hits the second free throw. 22 up. Scotus against the press. Nice bounce pass inside. That shot won't fall. It's going to be Adams Central ball.
There was a place where they had a good shot. She just forced it up there a little bit, threw it really flat instead of just putting it up there nice and easy.
The freshman.
That's easy for us to say, sitting over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. I agree.
I saw a statement in the paper the other day. Person's 100% for the shots he never takes.
Yeah, you don't shoot, you keep that percentage intact. That's true.
Adams Central has scored twice off inbound plays. The same play they ran before where Beal scored.
There's Beal again. This time they tighten up that defense a little bit. There's a big three-pointer, a little too short.
See, there's what I'm talking about boxing. They did a nice job of boxing out on Lemons because she was in a position. They're going to get that's going to be a big foul on Leanne. That's her third.
Yep. Now maybe the foul situation starts to play a big part in this C1 championship game.
As I said earlier, if they have to take Leanne out, you'll see Scotus put a little bit more pressure on him because Leanne is the one that really directs the offense.
Will Scotus maybe pick the pace up a little bit or still go with that?
No, they'll still go with their slow down, but they'll just put more pressure on the ball.
Down to 3:40 now in our third frame. Wemhoff coming out to help out.
See if they could swing it. This girl here is open on 44, but it's hard to see that. You just got to discipline yourself to say you're going to.
Buckley no good, and there's the freshman Rickert again with the board. She's having a good ball game
for a freshman. She is.
Yes. 3:11 now left to play in the third frame. Almost the steal there from Beal.
See, they're in their 1-3-1 and they're extending it out. By that I mean they're trying to kick it up higher.
Sure. Foul on Kaiser. Kaiser, a 5'10" senior. Liefrenick checks out.
They brought Beach back in. And they got Leanne at the high part of the 1-3-1 now.
Yeah.
That could be dangerous because she has a tendency to jump.
There's a pass.
See, that's her fourth one. That's going to hurt them big time.
Yep, Coach Bill Liefrenick on the other side for Adams Central. Making the call right there. So at the 2:35 mark, Leanne Weeks, the top scorer in this tournament in C1, has to take a seat with 4 personal fouls, changing the complexion of this contest somewhat.
What they'll do now is they'll have to put Liefrenick at the point, and Liefrenick's not real comfortable out there, so you'll see Scotus put more of a pressure on him. That was a good box out by the sophomore right there. She will run the court.
Beal with the push. And a whistle. That gonna be Naughton?
Yep, blocking foul on Naughton. See, now they're coming in with courts, just like I said. They're gonna put pressure now on Liefrenick at point.
Didn't take long for Peterson to make that call. Buckley takes a seat. Adams Central ball underneath their goal.
Same play they scored on earlier, double dribble.
That's unfortunate because that looked like it had the makings of a nice little inbounds play for him. 22 up. This is Korth, who just checked into the ball game again.
They're extending their 1-3-1 again, trying to trap.
Inside Rickert, yes.
Gonna be good, and it's gonna be a foul on Beal.
Well, that thing rolled around several times. Let's watch that again.
For a freshman, she did a nice job of leaning in a little bit and going up strong, because in all honesty, Beal did not do much as far as fouling. The disadvantage to Adams Central with this move is that they gain some height advantage, but they lose some speed.
Yeah, Jessica Riggs checking into the ball game, 5'11" junior. This is Rickert at the line. Scotus coming out of there with the board. This could be a big time down the floor for them, but no, a double dribble is going to send it back the other way.
Got Burback coming in now for Naughton to give Naughton a little bit of a blow. I don't think she's had a blow the whole game.
Getting her ready for a big fourth frame here. Looks like that's the way Liefrenick's going to go too.
See, now Scotus is doing just what I said. They're starting to put real tough man-to-man pressure. They're going to run that Liefrenick right by. It's a good no call there.
Yeah, and Korth is being
well, what they did is they put the young Beach out there on the point.
Korth really forcing the turnover there. Her pressure. Coach, you are just calling this one to a T.
Well, when you've seen him play as many times as I have, hopefully you're right at least part of the time.
Yeah. Well, you hope so anyway. Scotus. Reiner with the shot, no.
Nice rebound by the point guard.
Minute 30 left in the third quarter. 2-point lead for Columbus Scotus. We still got a good Class B ball game coming up here a little later tonight. Omaha Ron Colley and South Sioux City. We'll talk about that one a little later. Our time is winding down here in the third quarter.
Adams Central is doing a nice job of staying patient here. They're eating up some clock. They're only down 2. They got Leanne out of there, so they're giving her a chance to rest and not get farther behind.
There's a big power move. Now, Coach, maybe if you could, is it a technical foul to come to the huddle, make a huddle at the free throw line? Is that a new rule this year?
No,
or
it's not a technical. The rule states that you can huddle up. You just have to get out of the huddle sooner than you had in the past.
Okay, so they just want to keep the flow of the ball game going.
Right, and
that's a new rule.
It's up to the discretion of the official. Most officials, before, there were times when the huddles were lasting way too long. Now, as long as you're doing it with some degree of intelligence, I've never seen it called all year long.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you'd seen that called. Down to 37 seconds now. Hastings AC waiting for that one last shot in our third frame. Try to tie this ball game up or maybe even take the lead. There's the three-point. Just for two, but it'll go. Michelle Lemons ties our ball game. Now Scotus with an opportunity to take the lead, heading into the...
See, Adams Central keeps extending and extending that 1-3-1. What they're doing, trying to get a trap, and then that girl at the bottom will try to steal the ball. Right there, she was set right there in the weeds to come out and get it.
Yep. 4.3 seconds now. John Peterson making a couple of quick substitutions.
He's trying to get a little bit more offensive power in there right now.
Let's see if they can get something done here with 4.3 seconds left. 2-1, Korth, no. 0.5 now, as the ball rolls out of bounds. Looking for our basketball over there. I think we got a cameraman ready to help. Uh-oh.
I think it rolled under and got a little dirty.
Yes, it did.
Cameraman had a chance to get on TV.
He was on that. Doing some cosmetics to our basketball here. This will be on your highlight reel if they can get two here. We're tied at 24 heading into the fourth quarter. We'll be back with that fourth frame right after this.
Hey, 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 its time has finally come. Low 3.9 financing for 48 months or $600 cash back on Ford Probe has arrived, but only for a limited time. So check this out. Right now, get any Ford Probe tailored with the features you like, then get low 3.9 financing or $600 cash back to top it off. Go ahead, do the math. It'll save you over $1,400 compared to the going rate. That's over $30 off your monthly payment. So what are you waiting for? Get to your local Ford dealer now because this offer ends March 6th.
Downsizing. Downsizing. The government's downsizing. Corporations are downsizing. Is Burger King the only place upsizing? Look at their new hamburger. 75% more beef than McDonald's hamburger. And now I can get 2 burgers plus 2 fries for just $2.22. Now that's a big deal. Upsizing. Might not be a word, but what a concept. You with me?
Burger King. Get your burger's worth.
Here on the upper deck with some insider information. 10-11's brought you live broadcasts of state playoffs for more than 3 decades. This year we have an 18-person crew who's working a 20-hour day. They've only had 1 break. And Steve, I think you'd agree with me. Everyone's doing a terrific job.
Okay, back to action. You're right, Pam. It's been a long day, but it's been an exciting day. 26-24, Scotus draws first blood in the fourth quarter.
The significance of the second half is that Coach Landwehr has decided and made the decision to leave Leanne sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. Scotus goes down, scores on the first possession. On their outside shots, they've only missed 1 this second half, which is far different than the first half. Somebody from Adams Central's got to come to the front and go to look to score. That's 4 fouls on her. Even though that's important, it's not as significant as having Leanne sitting over there with 4. As a coach, those kind of touch fouls drive you nuts.
I'll bet.
With all the stuff that goes in underside, then you let it Now Leanne's come back on the floor. Lemons has got to pick it up and look to score. Right now, there's no one looking to score. This girl can shoot the three, as I told you earlier.
Jenny Beach, the three.
Has a big bucket. It helps if just somebody will look to pick up the scoring besides those two girls. Two girls being Lemons and Weeks.
There's a whistle.
Adams Central is getting very, very aggressive. The thing they have to be careful about is getting into foul trouble and also putting Scotus on the line, because Scotus can make those.
John Peterson doing a whale of a job. In charge of the volleyball and the basketball, and they've had good teams in both sports.
Beal's come back in, the good sophomore from Adams Central.
Buckley at the line for Scotus. AC with the rebound. They'll try to get some offense going here with Leanne Weeks back in the lineup. Good hustle.
The danger of that situation is your natural tendencies take off, and you know Leanne's got to be careful. She gets that fifth foul in a situation like that. It's hard to tell kids just to back off because they just go with their natural instincts.
That probably at every level. It
definitely
tough thing to do. This is Weeks.
Lemons looking to drive baseline. She traveled. She's looking to make the pass. There's nobody there.
It's a good thought. There was just nobody there for the ball.
You tell your kids to get into the position of keeping both feet on the floor so you don't do that, because if there's nobody there, you're going to travel 90% of the time.
She was stuck. Jim Landwehr trying to get his troops going over there. Now we have ourselves a timeout. 6:01 left in the fourth. 27-26. We'll be right back.
It's simple. Power and energy are what families and communities statewide get from NMPP Energy. It's energy that allows you to turn on your lights, heat your home, and watch this basketball game. It's technology that brings you this high school basketball tournament and provides power throughout the state of Nebraska and the Midwest. It's NMPP Energy providing electricity, natural gas, and energy services to 130 communities in Nebraska and the Midwest. NMPP Energy. We're people you can count on.
New wheels, incredible deals from Lincoln's bargain leader, Duteau Chevrolet Geo Subaru 18th and O. Pick your pleasure. Unbridled power, unrivaled performance, undeniable prestige. For selection, service, and spectacular savings, see Lincoln's Satisfaction Connection. Duteau Chevrolet Geo Subaru at the corner of 18th and O.
Welcome back, everyone. 6 minutes and a second left in the C1 season. And this one looks like it's going to go right down to the very end. Adams Central on top now by a point, but the way this game is going, that could change anytime soon. Scotus fans up on their feet across the way. There's the baseline jumper put up by Wemhoff, and it falls. Oh, nice
pass inside.
That worked well.
Nice pass. Lemons went to the bucket strong.
You know, people might be surprised at the talent on this team. Leanne Weeks gets a lot of the attention, but she has a good supporting cast.
Well, they have 7 seniors, and they've been playing together for a long time. And, you know, all good teams have more than one good player.
Griner nails the three.
Well, they gave him a 2.
That was a 2. 30-29 Scotus. Oh, there we go. That was automatic.
That was a great job by Lemons against the freshman.
You think that might be a vulnerable spot for them on the
it might be. you know, time will tell. But obviously they're trying to keep Leanne in the game so she's not driving a lot because she could pick up a foul.
Naughton can't get that to fall. Adams Central back on the attack. Liz Beal to Weeks.
The one advantage that Adams Central has over Scotus at this point is Adams Central could put a bunch of points on the board in a hurry. Scotus isn't that type of a team.
Right.
There's Beal again. For a sophomore and only 5'7", she's sealed extremely well. It's a great pass by Lemons.
Yeah, she plays down underneath on the D, too, looks like.
Yep.
And John Peterson wants to stop this now. 33-30. Adams Central. We'll be right back.
To survive, every living thing needs the right environment. A dependable, safe source of heat to promote growth. A reliable means of cooling for rest and relaxation. That's just the kind of healthy environment you'll have all year long with a clean, safe, efficient electric heat pump. An electric heat pump, helping to control your environment 365 days a year.
NC Plus grain sorghum hybrids get 3 to 6 years before they're released for good behavior. This extensive research, under a wide variety of growing conditions, is the only way we can be sure that the NC Plus sorghum you use will perform the way you need it to, with no surprises. Research makes NC Plus America's down-to-earth seed company.
At that last offensive possession there.
It's
Little
just a
Liz
pick and roll
Beal,
low.
5'7" sophomore. Up with the bucket. Let's go back to live action now. Scotus working the offense. 3:56 left in this game. Underneath to Naughton.
Boy, there's lucky there wasn't a foul there. She cut underneath her when she went up. Didn't call it.
Leanne Weeks now. You can almost sense that Adams Central wants to run at this point. They want to get a good little spurt going.
They certainly do. The momentum right now is with Adams Central.
Right.
Adams Central's playing with as much confidence as I've seen them play all night. There was the same play that Beal just scored on the other side with Lemons, but they couldn't quite go down low enough to get the pick and roll going.
3:16 left in the game.
They're being extremely patient.
They're just going to swing it to the other side, back and forth.
There goes the cutter across and the flex, and that's all they're doing. They're just running the flex
just cycling
again and
through
again
that.
and again.
Down to 2:51 now.
5-second call.
Good defense that time around from Carmen Burbach. Just a sophomore. She's going to check out of the ball game.
Brought the freshman back in to try to maybe get some boards and get a putback. Still plenty of time in the game.
Yep, 2:38 left. Scotus down by 3. There's the turnover.
Good hustle on Kaiser's part. She got the tip and went after it and kept it alive. Adams Central makes a bucket here. Scotus is going to have to work hard.
Yeah, I thought Weeks might go up with that. She had a little bit of an opening there.
Yeah, they're looking for the good shot, though, because they're up 3. Scotus doesn't have a lot of people that are comfortable shooting the 3.
Ooh. Nice save underneath there. That was
good
kind of a forced
the
pass.
next part.
Weeks is going to direct a little traffic and then get rid of it.
What I talked about earlier, a little drama there. Leanne was trying to want to get a charge, but the official said no. There's that pick and roll again they tried earlier.
It's good defense underneath.
Buckley did a nice job.
Korth will come back in when play resumes. Good ball game here. A 3-point advantage for Adams Central. Before it all gets out of hand, Clayton, we want to thank you for stopping by and giving us really good insight. Like I said earlier, you've called this game pretty much as it has unfolded.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity. It's been a lot of fun, but I have to be honest with you, I'd much rather be sitting over there on the bench with my girls, but
I'll
wasn't
bet.
meant to be, I guess.
I'll bet. That's probably a moment that you never forget, I would imagine.
Well, I played down here back in 100 years ago, 2 years, and long before the Devaney Center, and our girls volleyball team has been successful through Sharon. So the basketball program is improving, but I was hoping this year with our great seniors that we could get down here, but there'll be other years.
You bet. Pam Sullivan's in the stands.
Well, I'm here with some Adams Central graduates. You've got a personal interest in this game. Your girlfriend Kelly's playing. How's she doing?
She's playing pretty good, and I hope they go out and continue to play really well and go out and win this game.
It's close. What do you think?
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot. Back to you guys.
All right. Just keep it simple. 33-30. We've been deadlocked on that score for a while now. And credit Adams Central for a team that likes to run and shoot. They're showing a lot of patience on the offensive side now.
Tremendous patience.
This could be close to 5. And the turnover. Coming back the other way, this is Griner.
Beal, the little sophomore, 11. She stopped that. She's a cross-country runner, one of the best in the state.
She's got the body for it.
That was a big stop because they go down and score. It's a one-point ball game. As it is now, it's still a 3.
Minute 18, time ticking away here for Scotus, and the turnover hurts him.
John Peterson's telling his girls to shoot the ball. Scotus just doesn't have anyone that really wants to take that shot at this particular point in time.
Step up and take the big chance.
And that's not a criticism to the Scotus girls. It's
Sure.
just that they're just not the type of a team that has somebody that's going to necessarily step up.
Kuhlman checking into the Adams Central lineup.
It's a very heady call by Lemons because she was close to getting the 5-second call. Called the timeout so that she didn't have the turnover. You expect that from a senior, and she did it.
So we're stuck at 33-30. Still to come, Vince is going to have the call of that Class B clash. South Sioux City and Trish Martin taking on Omaha Roncalli. Roncalli back for another try to get that title this year. Came up a little short last year against Schuyler, but we're going to get another shot against a very good South Sioux City team.
I think both those teams are probably as good as any in the state. You know, Southeast, I think, in all honesty, is probably a cut above everybody, but I think Roncalli and South Sioux City are both flying clubs.
Yep, and you know, it's another situation where South Sioux City may not get the publicity that they deserve being where they're located.
I think that's definitely true. Plus, dropping from A to B, you know, everyone's got this mindset that every time you drop down a class, it means that things become worse, and that's not the case. Because there's good ball played at every level.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that today.
Scotus is putting on a very intense man-to-man, trying to get a turnover. And trying to get a 5-second call, which they don't get, obviously.
Yeah,
and this freshman's got to be a little bit careful here. She's got 4, but there's not a whole lot of time left, so she's kind of just...
Yep. At this point, do you encourage the foul just to stop the clock? Is the clock your worst enemy?
Well, your clock is your worst enemy. You got 103, plus you got Scotus with no 3-point shooters. You're down 3. Adams Central's being extremely patient, so you got to decide here who you're going to foul. You don't want to foul Leanne for darn sure, or Lemons.
Weeks with the inbounds. She's in no hurry.
See, they're trying to keep the ball in Leanne's hands and Michelle's, so that you're going to foul one of their. See, it just keeps going back and forth to those two. Smart job on Coach Landwehr's part.
Down to 46 seconds, and there's a foul.
Now, this girl's a sophomore, but when we played them in the middle of the year, she made 2 out of 3 in the last part of the game to beat us by 2. So
right. So you remember that, don't you?
I do. My wife keeps saying I wake up in the middle of the night saying that, so I don't know.
Oh yes, the inside of a coach. You think those are glamour jobs. There's a little more to that. Oh, she was out,
of
looked
bounds.
like. Yep.
Big turnover.
Yes, it was. I think her momentum just kind of carried her out there.
Yeah, I did.
Now another sub for Scotus. The freshman, Kim Rickert, coming back in.
Putting Kim again in to get a little more strength on the boards and hopefully be able to put a putback if somebody misses.
38 seconds, a bad pass by Griner, and she's upset with herself.
See, there's where that 1-3-1 extended out, and you had that person laying down there in the weeds, as I said before, coming out, made you throw the ball high. Now he's putting in a defensive sub, taking the freshman back out.
Burbach.
Scotus has got a foul here pretty quick because time's running out.
Not that person, though, right?
Well, you don't have much of a choice because Landwehr's doing a great job of keeping the ball in the hands of Beal, Lemons, and Weeks, and that's where you want it. See, the other tough thing was Scotus didn't have any, they couldn't get into the 1-and-1. They've had to waste 3 fouls. Now they're finally into the 1-and-1.
And that starts right now.
Well, my prediction of a 10-point win certainly went by the wayside.
Well, we'll see what Liz Beal comes up with here. Maybe try to seal it. That won't fall. 34 seconds left. Scotus needs 3 to tie this ball game. Down to 30. This is Griner working past some pressure. Down
nice pass
deep.
into Burbach.
That won't go. Not in the rebound.
Foul. Got a foul on the back on Kuhlman, over the back on Angie Naughton. As a coach, this is the worst thing that you have. You don't want them on the line because obviously no time's running off the clock.
You bet.
You can, if she makes both these, you're down to a 1-point game. Scotus is still going to have to foul. If they don't get the inbound play or a 5-second, they'll foul right away.
21.7 seconds left.
Now it'll be a big call here where the official gives her 2 shots or 1. It says whether she was fouled on the way up. Yep, it's going to give her a 1-to-1.
A little bit of pressure here for Angie Naughton.
Good. No, wrong.
Adams Central with the board, and then the Scotus foul. So this one will play out at the line with 18 seconds left.
Angie missed that, but that, as a coach, that's who you want. You want your seniors at the line.
Yep.
It looked good from here, but I guess I'm getting old. I was off a couple inches.
It was on line, but just a little short. Jim Landwehr calling out 3.5, and we're going to have another break in the action. Quite the finish with 18 seconds left. We're still a 3-point deal here with Adams Central out on top.
Adams Central has done a great job as far as the mental aspect of the game. As I said from the outset, you have to deal with the slowdown. And quite frankly, during districts and sub-districts, Adams Central was not playing great basketball. But since they've come to state, they've really stepped it up, which is a credit to their coaching staff and to their girls to be able to do that.
Let's go to Pam Sullivan.
I'm here in the Columbus Scotus bench. It's a really close game. What do you think's going to happen?
I think there's plenty of time left and we can come back and win. We have a really good chance.
You have that much faith in your girls?
Yes, I do.
All right, well, good luck. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Pam Sullivan. Coach Luther, you were mentioning that Adams Central had a tough row to hoe getting here, and especially yesterday. They just squeaked by a good Ashland Greenwood team. By a pair, 46-44. I think Stacy Craven opened some eyes down here this weekend.
Yeah, she had a very good tournament. She made your All-State. She's a very fine player.
Jennifer
Obviously,
Beach.
big free throws here.
Yep. Yes. Could have iced it. This one will.
Yeah, if she makes this one, it's going to be awfully difficult.
Oh, it's short. 15 seconds. This is Griner. Got to get something going up. There's the shot. Short, no good. Adams Central, the rebound. And now they can feel it. Now they can feel it. Jenny Beach will get another chance to extend this lead. And it looks like the C1 title could head out to Hastings. They're feeling it. Jim Landwehr trying to keep some kind of control out there.
Yeah, as a coach, I don't care. You don't like to count the win to the doggone things in the book.
You betcha. That final buzzer, it's not over till that thing goes off. Beach.
I'll tell you, she's come in and she's hit some big buckets. She hit the big three that helped them. Now she's made some big free throws down the line.
5'4" sophomore. Makes it a 6-point Adams Central advantage with 7 seconds. 6, 5, time winding down. The shot, no good. Weeks will save it, and that's it.
There's nothing like winning a state championship.
They're loving it.
Second place team feels bad, but they have nothing to be ashamed of. They played well. Even to get here is an honor.
Central in a nail biter. In one sense, things did go John Peterson's way. He kind of kept the scoring down on this thing, but some buckets got away from Scotus there at the end, and it just slipped away.
Well, Scotus came out the second half and made some buckets, and I thought it might turn their way. But as I said toward the end, then it played into Adams Central because Adams Central could score in spurts, and Scotus is just not comfortable doing that.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the awards presentation after this.
A new discovery, a new technology. A new one-pass corn herbicide. Guardsman eliminates grasses. Guardsman eliminates broadleaf weeds. Guardsman, more active, more effective, more consistent than Bullet or Bicep or Extrazine. See the difference a whole new molecule can make. Try Guardsman, the leader in premix performance.
It's this simple. To help end hunger in Lincoln, just tear off one of these coupons at your participating grocery store. The machine does the rest. By adding just $1 to your grocery bill, you can help the Lincoln Food Bank provide a warm meal for someone who needs it. 1011 and the Lincoln Journal-Star encourage you to look for this display through the end of May. It's really this simple to check out hunger in Lincoln for good. There is crime in our streets. You can help police piece the answers together.
Got it.
Every Friday during 1011 News at 6, reporter Terry Tiber brings you the Crime Stoppers Report. You'll get helpful information on how to avoid being the victim, safety tips, and information from area police departments on unsolved crime.
Staying informed is half the battle.
Watch the Crime Stoppers Report, Fridays during 1011 News at 6.
We have 5 of 6 champions crowned. Hastings Adams Central, 6-point winners over Columbus Scotus in Class C1. Clayton Luther, thanks for stopping by tonight.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
Giving us good insight to this ball game, and really, you did call it pretty much on the money.
Well, like I said, haven't seen him a lot. That was to my advantage to be able to have seen him play. And, you know, John got second in volleyball, now second in basketball. There aren't many coaches that can do that, bring 2 different teams, 2 different sports to come down and do that well.
Yeah. All right, Clayton Luther, we thank you for joining us. Let's go ahead and join the awards presentation out on the floor.
First, Coach Jim Landwehr. We have a couple of items for you. First, a Wilson autograph basketball, which should end up in your trophy case with the signatures of the champions. Also, a plaque for you as a championship coach. Now, Coach, hand out those gold medals to your championship team members. Liz Beal. Jenny Beach. Jenny Beach. Angie Musel. Kelly Anderson. Paige Miller. Jessica Riggs. Kendra Fleehardy. Terry Kuhlman. Katie Kaiser. Teresa Bleefernick. Leanne Weeks. And Michelle Lemons. The 1995 Nebraska Class C1 high school basketball champion is Adams Central High School. Congratulations.
What a ball game, what a finish. Hastings, Adams Central, your C1 winners for 1995. They finished their 95 campaign with a 21-3 record, and there's a happy bunch. Pam Sullivan has a quick word with John Peterson.
I'm here with runner-up coach John Peterson of Columbus, Scotia. First of all, congratulations on making it to the finals. How do you feel about the way your girls played?
Well, I thought defensively we did what we wanted to. We got the game at the tempo that we thought we had to play at. We just didn't. Our offensive execution wasn't good enough to be able to win. 30 points probably is going to win this game.
It was very low scoring. What do you count for that?
Well, our efforts primarily are defensive, and we're not a great offensive team, but we try and execute and get good shots, and we had to slow it down a little bit. Liz Weeks is just really a tough player, and I thought we did it. We got it in the tempo that we wanted. We just didn't execute offensively.
What kind of positive things have come out of this season? What girls have really shown through?
Well, this is kind of unexpected, I think, for us. We really didn't plan on probably being here. We had a real young team. We have several sophomores, a couple freshmen playing, a few seniors, and kids, a lot of them didn't play last year, so I'm really pleased with the effort that they gave us. We've come a long way, especially in the last 5 weeks.
So you're set up pretty good for next year.
Well, we have opportunities. Our competition in our area is really stiff, and it'll be a tough go next year, but hopefully this will inspire us to bigger and better things.
Well, you should be proud of your girls. They played a tough game, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, that's all we have for right now. What we're going to do is take a break, and then Vince and Steve will be back with some more post-game information.